Austin has a special place in my heart. My first summer here at Rhodes Camp, Austin was one of my first campers, and he was also one of the campers that I had very interesting times with. Austin and me decided it'd be a cool time to have a wrestling match in a cabin. So one of my very first memories of Rhodes Camp at CampSenior was breaking this young man's collarbone. And it's honestly an honor to have him here tonight. So Austin, you can come on up, bud.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
I've been coming here now for probably about 21 years. 22 years old, I'll be 23 this summer. Life's been hard, I could say. I've been coming here my whole life, and it's been a wonderful time. This camp right here is what brought me closer to God, helped me learn how to fight against people who didn't like God. It taught me how to come closer to God. It showed me, what God can do in my life and what people who know God can do in my life. So the way camp worked for me was the closer I got to people like you, I got closer to God, and so did they. And the way Austin was talking about his first time, we were wrestling, broke my collarbone. Even then, at that time, there was no tears, there was no crying, I wasn't mad at him or anything. It was that moment that I felt God with me. God was in that room while we were wrestling, and it was a great time. I have a little story to tell you. I'm originally from Cumberland, Maryland. I went to, if any of you guys go to any of the schools, I went to Calvary Christian Academy. We played Grace Academy, Shalom. If any of you guys go to those schools, Grace, Shalom, and I want to say, I don't remember the other ones, but we played you guys in sports and stuff. I grew up a sports addict. I love sports. I played it all the time. I was always outside playing, running around, getting injured, getting hurt. Same old thing as a kid. Little did I know that after high school and I had graduated, did I realize at college I played soccer too as well, but later did I realize after that 1 year of playing college soccer, I'd be where I'm at now. I thought sports was what made you tough. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I thought being the tough guy was, diving for the ball, shooting, going in for a foul for basketball, or getting hit by a pitch in baseball. I thought that's what made you tough. No, that's not what makes you tough. And actually, I always thought for myself, was that I made myself tough. When me and my brother used to get into fights, I always used to think like, I'm the tough guy, I made myself tough. No, I'm not. See, I got my second year of college. I was going to be a teacher, and little did I know that I started having headaches, and everything just started swooping around. I started getting all blurred vision, and I was seeing more than just one person. I could look at someone right and square in the forehead, and I could see two heads side by side, and I didn't really know what was going on. And it's kind of a little scary because I have to drive myself home. So later did I get home to realize, it bothered me for weeks on end, and I finally told my parents and went to the hospital, and we didn't know what was going on. So we went to West Virginia Hospital, and they just kept running tests and stuff, and they said, we don't know what's going on. And they finally said, well, he's got excessive fluid in his brain. I was like, oh, well, that's not too bad. And, we were in there for probably about 3 weeks, and then I got the message. You ever feel like there's that one moment in your life where everything just builds up and then just drops? I've experienced rock bottom. I can honestly say I know what rock bottom feels like. I know what it feels like to realize, this could possibly be the end. I was told the one day I was in the hospital, we were getting ready to get let out, and I was with my mom. And, we were all excited. They're like, oh, he's good to go. And I was like, yes, fine. I get to get out of the hospital. And me and my mom were looking at each other, joking around, and they said, wait. And me and my mom were like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden, the nurse came in and showed us, brought the computer in and showed us an image, and she said, we found something. And I said, huh? And she said, it's a mass. Anyone ever get told that, here's something that's not going away. Here's something that, you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. Anyone? All right. Well, I can honestly say that was the scariest moment of my life. I got told that I had a mass in my brain that cannot be removed at all. It cannot be removed. Now, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how it got there, but I got told there was something there. And I looked at my mom, and I just didn't know what to think. I started shaking. I started, tearing up a little bit, and, I was scared. And funny thing was, something came to my brain, something came to mind for me. And right now I want, if I could, Austin, can you turn out all the lights? Yep. And all the counselors, can you pull out your cell phones? Anyone seen the movie Woodlawn? Yep. It talks about how Billy Graham was in the stadium and he had a candle, a light, and he said, all it takes is one light to make a difference in this world. And when I got told that I had cancer, all I could see was a light. My mom looked at me, scared, and she started crying. And I just remember in my head, in my mind, even though I got told I had cancer, I was scared, yes, scared. It's normal to be scared. It's okay to be scared. Because you want to know why? There's someone to take that fear away. There's someone to take your fear, your scaredness, anything. There's someone there to take that away. And that's God. And I just remember there's that light. I was being told, I have cancer, but I can still be a light in this world. So that's what I remember. Now all the people who have phones can turn on your lights. Go ahead, turn them on. Look at that. Look how much brighter the room gets. I was told, I was shown by God that I am not alone. I am a light that can spread, and then it makes it brighter. So, I know what it's like to be scared. I know what it's like to be in the darkness. But in the darkness, there's always light. And that's what I wanted to be. So when I got told I had cancer, I wasn't really afraid. It was like God saying, I know it's a scary thing, and I know cancer, a lot of people take cancer and think death. But that's not what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, no, I'm going to die. I looked at my mom and I said, it's okay, God's got me. Without even knowing. I didn't plan on telling my mom that. It just came to my mind. So it was almost like God was speaking to me saying, it's okay, I got you. I will be with you every step of the way, which He has been every step of the way. I've been fighting for a year. I've had some people even tell me that they wouldn't even think I would have made it this far. But I am. I'm sitting right here and I'm talking to you guys. I'm right here. So, and I had people tell me well, we're shocked to see how well he's doing. Well, that's just it. It's not me doing it. That's the thing. I'm not the one doing this. It's God doing it through me. And I'm the one that's willing to let him do it. Because I don't want to be the person who's like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm so tough. No, I'm not tough. I'm not tough. God is the one who's making me stronger. Philippians 4:13 states, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That is my life verse. And I have gone through that verse every time, all the time. Every time things get hard for me, that verse pulls me through. Philippians 4:13. I have that written down on just about everything in my room. I have, jewelry and stuff with that imprinted on it. I have all kinds of stuff with that verse because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Christ is the one who I am thankful for. Not myself. This is not my doing. I'm not here because of me. I'm here because of God. And that is the reason why I'm here today, to let you guys know that if anything is going on in your life that you're fearful of, that you're scared of, that you're alone in, you're not alone. You're not. Because God is with you, and He always will be. Just as if He was here with me. I had a whole thing written out, and I was scared to talk to you guys because, I've never done public speaking before. I've taken classes for it, and I thought it was easy. It's not easy. I had it all planned out, but, I'd rather speak from my heart than speak from a journal that I had written down on because, speaking from a journal or something written down and stuff like that, there's less meaning to it. I want you guys to understand the meaning behind this journey that I've been through. I just got diagnosed with a second cancer. Does that mean I'm scared? Not really, because I know where God is and I know that where I'm at, God's with me. A lot of people think, this is he's got 2 cancers now on him. And they're all like shaky and stuff. Yeah, I am. It's a little scary. It's a little fearful thinking and stuff like that. You got 2 cancers on you. But that's not the point. It's what God can do with me while I have 2 cancers. I got told today I have had tests done. I've been cut open. I had a brain biopsy for my first cancer. I was diagnosed with anaplastic astrocytoma. That is a brain cancer. That is a tumor in my thalamus of my brain that cannot be removed. It is in a stage 3, which means that it is it's active, but the funny thing was that in order to find out what it was, they had to drill into my brain and get a piece of it out. I was told there was a 1 out of 50 chance that I might not come out with anything wrong at all. They said that I was guaranteed to come out with something wrong with me. There had to have been something wrong. Does there look like there's anything wrong with me right now? No. There's nothing wrong with me because God was with me. I was told that there was going to be something wrong with me coming out of that surgery, but nothing. I came out perfectly fine. So, people don't understand that when God's on your side, anything is possible. Nothing's impossible with God. And I tell myself that all the time. Now see, there's sometimes I go to bed at night and I have a playlist and I play Christian music because it's that music that I fall asleep to that plays repeatedly in my head to show me the reassurance of what's possible when God's on your side. Because anything is. I'm still currently fighting. Yes, that's true. I got put on a second cancer. That's true. Yes, that's sad. It's bad. But I'm still here. God made sure that I'm still here at this point. And I am thankful for it. Now, I might not be the, perfect human or anything like that, but I thank God for every second that I get to spend here on this earth. I thank God for me being able to be here with you guys and let you guys know what I've been through. I don't want you guys to fear what I'm talking about. I want you guys to know what it's like to be able to be told about almost impossible obstacle in being able to get through it, but not because of you, because God's with you. God's the reason why I've been able to get through these obstacles. God is. And that's what I want you guys to see, is that God is the reason why I'm still here, while I'm talking. This is the reason why, because it's God, not anyone else, God. Have you guys ever been injured? Anyone been injured in sports? Yeah? Yeah, broken bones, stuff like that? Yeah, me too. But now try being told that you have something inside of you that's going to kill you. And then thinking to yourself, I might die. But yet, God died for you. For a reason. God died for all of us for a reason. God died so that we could have a way into heaven. So that we would be forgiven. We were chosen. You were chosen for a reason. It might not be the same reason as the person beside you. But God chose you to be here for a reason. God chose me to be here for a reason, and it's to show you guys that even though you get told something so scary, so fearful, almost like it's like a brick wall that you can't get through, that you can't punch through, that you can't knock over, but yet God's with you. God can knock anything over. God can get you through anything. And for right now, as I'm walking through my life, He's getting me through it. Very slowly, but He's getting me through it. And it's possible. It's a long journey, but it's not an impossible one. See, I got told that day, when I got told I had the first brain tumor cancer in my head, and they said that they couldn't remove it, I remember my mom and me and my father looked at each other with tears in our eyes, and they just looked at us, and she grabbed a hold of my arm, and I looked at her, tears in my eyes, and I told her, everything's going to be okay. God's got me. Everything's going to be okay, Mom. God's got a hold of me. And then all of a sudden, I just felt something. Almost as if something was grabbing a hold of me. Every time I went through an MRI, a CT scan, surgery, stuff like that, I felt something. I didn't just sit there and just go like this and just, get put to sleep and stuff. No, I felt something with me. I'm not saying that's going to happen all the time, but I feel something with me every time. And I know it's God. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. Maybe I might have a future, maybe I might not, but He does have a plan for me, and I know what that plan is, and that's to share with what I went through for a year, and then I'm going to be continuing to go through, because I know that God has a hold of me, and that I'm going to get through one step at a time. So what I want you guys to understand is life's hard. It is. High school's hard. Even after high school, college is hard. So for all you guys to understand that even though you get put up with an impossible obstacle, that doesn't make it impossible. No, not with God on your side. It makes it possible with God on your side. So I hope you guys get a lot out of what I was able to talk about. Thank you for letting me be able to come and talk to you guys about it. I want to thank my sister for that song. That really did mean a lot. Thank you guys.